Hey, Jermaine back with another San Francisco series video, and today we are going to explore the Embarcadero neighborhood. Now, the Embarcadero neighborhood is one of those unusual, weird places. I don't really know anybody who live in the Embarcadero neighborhood. People live here, but it's one of those places where people usually pass through, do shopping and eating and go to parks and stuff like that, certain events, stuff like that, but usually people don't live here. But let's just walk around Embarcadero neighborhood here, and we're gonna head towards like Pier 39, but we're not gonna go to Pier 39, but we're gonna head in that direction. In San Francisco, we have the piers. The odd numbers go this way and the even numbers go this way. And for some reason, I usually always go on this side of the pier. Now, the Embarcadero neighborhood is not all the way down, but from here it's pretty much down to near Pier 39. So that's what we're going to do. From here into Pier 39, we're going to walk around, we're going to explore. So right up ahead, well, right here, what I'm walking on, this is Pier 14. Pier 14 is pretty cool because this is just a nice open pier. There's amazing shots, amazing views of the bridge right over here. This is the old bridge. This is the old, why can't I think of the name of this bridge right now? This is the Old Bay Bridge. Yes, this is the Old Bay Bridge here. And it's just, it's a double-decker bridge. It's pretty old, but from here it looks pretty nice. It's still holding up, it's still standing. This is a new pier that they just recently added. Right in this area, well, I guess all the way down now, these are all piers. These piers are boats that connect to different areas. Pretty soon, I imagine that they're going to have boats going to Treasure Island. And Treasure Island is just right over there, right where this bridge goes, right over there. That's Treasure Island. But Treasure Island will definitely be another San Francisco series video. But for now, let's continue walking towards Embarcadero Street, because that's where Embarcadero neighborhood gets the name, because of Embarcadero Street that runs all along San Francisco until about Pier 39, that area, or a little bit before Pier 39 actually. So here in this neighborhood, you got a lot of office buildings for the most part along the water here. Google has a few offices right down here in this more fancy, modern-looking building. Gap has offices nearby. There's a whole bunch of tech companies throughout this area. This area here is more of the East Cut, Embarcadero / the East Cut neighborhood. And then once we go farther down, that's like South Beach neighborhood. South Beach neighborhood is just it's just a different neighborhood that's along the water. But the South Beach neighborhood is a neighborhood that lots of people were living in like years ago. What I mean by years ago, I'm not talking about like forever ago. I'm talking about maybe 20 years ago. That's when that area became really, really popular. And then it spreaded from, South Beach to the ballpark area, and then from the ballpark area, then Mission Bay, and now they got the Chase Arena, the Chase Stadium, and it's just going all the way down for the most part. Here, once we got a little bit closer, it's not as bright, so you guys can see a little bit better. I don't know what it's like on camera, but it's definitely bright for me. And of course, we can see the famous Salesforce Tower here, the tallest building on the West Coast. And I don't know if you guys seen my other videos about the San Francisco series East Cut. This is the building here I say that has the junkie lobby. And we cannot see the sinking tower from this angle. I like to rename all the buildings. Maybe I should rename them all funny names. I really like this building here. It's kind of one of my favorite. But it's not yet open. I thought it was open, but it's totally not open. They still have months and months to go on that building. This is a piece of artwork that just popped up. This was not here. I don't ever remember this ever being here, but this is here now. It's pretty cool and pretty colorful and pretty hippie-ish, and yeah, this is all San Francisco right here, and lots of colors and random in the middle of the middle of something. Yeah. Now this is a pretty cool place to walk. It's a pretty cool place to ride a bike, pretty cool place to ride a skateboard, pretty cool place to ride, just do whatever, take your kids or whatever. Just along this walkway. This goes all the way to the ballpark. So this goes pretty long way. Right in this area, it's pretty busy because this is sort of the front bay side of Embarcadero Street. But once Embarcadero starts to curve, it thins out and there's like way less people, and you know, you can ride a bike a little bit faster, but normally, like on a normal day, it's like a lot of people walking through out here. So sometimes it's best to cross the street on the other side, but the problem with crossing the street on the other side and taking the bike lane when you want to go this way is when you do that, the roads are pretty bumpy. Even on a bike, it's still bumpy. And also, there's red lights. And on this path, there's no red lights, and it's very smooth. Like this concrete the whole way, so it's really easy to ride a bike or a skateboard or whatever you got, you know. But that's when you're going that way. But when you're going this way, majority of the roads are paved and they are painted, and they have like bike lanes. Well, there's bike lanes all on Embarcadero Street, but they have it's just like paved like that. But the other side is not like this. The other side is all dinged up. Costco, we deliver. Yes. So here is the Ferry Building here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna like do a little walk through here. I would show you the outside, but they got the building covered up in this white stuff. But once we get out and exit on the other side of the building, I can show you the front angle. Yeah. So for now, let's go in here. There's all sorts of construction going on. This building is beautiful. Actually, we're gonna do a little walking around this building because this building is really nice, and it's something that people they go to this building, they check this building out, they see this building, but they don't see all of it, you know. So I purposely filmed this video not on the weekends, because on the weekends it would be so many people in here, you would just be walking through like this. But as of right now, as of today, it's not so busy. It's Friday, a lot of people are, you know, at work and stuff like that. And on the weekends, a lot of people from out of town come, and that's why this place fills up. Now, like I said, you can catch a lot of ferries from just right outside of here, because this is the Ferry Building. And that's where a lot of people come from. People come to the Ferry Building, you know, they get dropped off from like Tiburon, or they get dropped off from Richmond, or they get dropped off from Oakland or whatever. They come here, and then they always have like, you know, time before the next ferry, or there's always that problem of you know, the ferry, you know, the ferry's full or something like that, they can't take it. Here is just a bunch of random shops. These are shops like I really just don't go to, because I don't think there's any vegan places in this whole spot. Actually, there is one vegan place. They sell donuts, and it just moved here, but I've never been there before. There's also a soul food restaurant that I want to show you guys. It's right over here. This is a restaurant that we always pick up from Caviar. This place is like hella popular, yo. And it has really good ratings, pickup ratings. And what I mean by pickup ratings, whenever you go there, usually everything's always done. So you never have to wait like a long time. So I really like that type of place. I really like that type of place. So up ahead, we have this like beautiful building here. I'm actually gonna take you guys upstairs and explore. I don't know how I'm gonna sneak a camera up, but we'll figure something out. What we're gonna do, I want to show you guys this like little soul food spot, because it just randomly popped up. I was on the Caviar app, and this order popped up, and it was to go into this soul food place, and I'm like, oh, cool. Let's go pick up the order. So I haven't eaten here because I don't think any of the food's vegan. Yeah. But if you guys are in town, or if you guys are around, this is a place that you can definitely check out. Yeah, this is called Brown Sugar Kitchen. Yes. This is the Sister's Kitchen over here. So yeah, if you guys are around, definitely check out Brown Sugar Kitchen over here. This is a really good spot. They got some really good food. Check them out. They deliver on Caviar, but come here and visit them right here. But we're just gonna walk outside here, and here we got another amazing view. That's some ferry going somewhere. Alright, so from now, we're just gonna walk out, go around, show you guys the front, and I want to show you guys upstairs, because upstairs is really, really cool. Cross my fingers that everything's smooth and we can like sort of just walk in and like walk through for a minute, because the inside of this building is beautiful. Okay, so this area here is part of the Embarcadero neighborhood, and this is part of the Embarcadero neighborhood where people actually live. Just these buildings right over here. And up above here we have Embarcadero Center 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1 is, it's over there, but you just can't see it from this angle. And the water is like super close. Y'all wanna go swimming? You wanna go swimming? You don't wanna go swimming in that water. It's not the best idea. Alright, so I love these angles. Check out some of these views. Especially when the sun is like right there, like tucked behind the buildings, and it's not like over the buildings and it's blinding you, and you're looking up and you're just like, you know, it's like totally good right now. The temperature is great. Temperature is A-okay, yo. Okay, so over here is something, over here is in the middle of Embarcadero, they have trains that come through, like these trolleys across the street here. So these trolleys across the street, and there's also this median in the middle, and it's an area where there's like a bunch of bikes. Usually there's always skaters there, like chopping it up, like all the time. They're always like out there, you know, breaking skateboards and doing everything. Right now it's a little quiet, but definitely it'll be more people out. There's usually someone always out like playing music or something, and sometimes there may be like miniature protests, but like nothing too big, because like I say, it's in the middle of a median, so you can't really do too much there, you know. But yeah, I'm not really gonna go over there too much. Well, why not? Let's just do it. Okay, so right over here in this area, this is like an arts and craft, like a place for artists, and it always changes. Like there's always random like things that people are selling there, and usually it's like really, really good deals. I usually always just like skate through on my skateboard or like cruise through on my bike, but like right now it's not as busy for some reason because it's like January. But like every other time there's like tons of like booths and tons of people out just like selling stuff and having a good time. There's usually always some Jehovah's Witnesses around trying to talk to you, got some words for you, you know what I'm saying? And also, this is the Ferry Building right here. Now, for some reason, they got this part. He's getting down over there. So, for some reason, they got this part covered up. I guess they're doing some sort of construction. But this is the front. And what we're going to do is we're just going to walk in and go up these steps. And we're just going to, like, walk in. And I'll show you a little bit inside. And it's, like, really quiet. And it's really thick. And yeah, it's something that I think is pretty cool. It's super random. Let's go. Okay, here we go. We got the Ferry Building. I wonder when this was built. Does it say when this was built? No, it doesn't say. No, it definitely wasn't built in 2003. It was remodeled in 2003. All right, there's lots of stairs. There's a mirror door. Okay guys, so upstairs. Now this area is pretty much closed off, but this just shows some of the beauty of this building that most people don't see, because you only see the downstairs part, because people don't come upstairs because this area is like, it's pretty much closed off. Like down here it's pretty much closed off, and there's like offices and stuff like that. I made a couple deliveries over there, and it's just a stunning building, yo. Like I just love it, like from back in the day. There are a ton of buildings along the waterfront here that has this whole architect, like this whole theme, because back in the day, like they just built a bunch of piers along the water here in San Francisco. So now we are going to take off, we're going to leave, and let's keep going down Embarcadero. Okay, bye-bye Ferry Building. Ferry Building is there, so we're going to continue walking down. So here we just have different piers. So this is like basically Pier, I don't know if this is Pier 1 or if this is Pier 1, but we're going to find out here. If I'm not mistaken, this is Pier 3, and then there's Pier 5, and then it just goes on and on and on. And each pier is something different. A lot of the piers nowadays along this front part have been converted into offices, and there are some pretty cool offices. They have these little walkways that you can go all the way around, usually on a skateboard, with the groups who would go around and, cruise through, and it's kind of a whole lot of fun, especially when you can go really, really fast and you can stop, and then it's like, and it's like, you're just having a good time. But then here, okay, so I was mistaken. This is Pier 1, and then Pier 3 is right next door. So I guess the Ferry Building is not, I guess it's not a pier, but it seems like it would be a pier because that's the freaking Ferry Building. There's more amazing views of the city. This building right here, I shot a financial district San Francisco series video in the building that's poking up in the middle with the big antenna on top. That is the Transamerica building. I did not include that video in my financial district San Francisco series video. So there's all these little hidden, tucking away places where you can, walk out and have access to the water. This is a really, really nice restaurant here. I've never eaten there, but it's a seafood restaurant. Of course it'd be a seafood restaurant. And over here we have just another random view. I love walking out of these and then looking at the street and looking at the buildings and looking at the people moving by, and just it just looks so beautiful. There's just so much going on, Alcohol is necessary for a man, so he can have a shot. He can have a good shot, of course. That's hella hilarious. Wow, look at that boat over there. Okay, so along this area, parking is pretty difficult, okay? Because there are all commercial meters, so you can't park here. If you do park here, if you're lucky, you'll come back and you don't have a ticket and your car is still there. But if you're somewhat lucky, you'll come back and you'll just have a ticket for $100 for parking in a commercial zone. If you're really, really unlucky, you'll come back and your car is gone and you'll have to pay a $100 ticket plus $450 to get your car back. And if you wait 4 hours to get your car after they've towed it, it's additional $80 on top of all of those other fees that I've just charged. So that I just said. So you want to really be careful about parking in this neighborhood. You can actually park here on Sundays, but this is like kind of tricky for people to like understand, And you can also park here like after 1 p.m. You just don't want to do it in the daytime. But this area, you guys have to be really careful if you park here, like along this route. Like anyone can park along this route, okay? So it's really, really simple. You just go there, you just park, you pay. I think it's like $3 or $4 an hour. It's not cheap. It's pretty dang expensive. Oh, here's another little hidden walkway. Oh, I love how I see two people on those all the time, yo. They should just make them for two people, I like this little hidden walkway here. There's so many of these. Look at that old boat. Look at that old boat. Oh my gosh. So what I was saying about parking on the other side of the street, you have to be really careful because car break-ins are notorious. And what a lot of people think when they come here is they look for a parking spot, they find a parking spot, and they think, oh yeah, this area is safe because there's all these cars driving by, and there's all these people walking by, and they may actually see people walking by on the other side of the street, and they may think, oh yeah, it's safe, this is an okay place to park. But what will happen is people will go by and they'll like smash your window because they'll see you putting stuff in your car because they'll be watching you, and they'll go by and they'll smash your window, and then they'll come back by later and take the things out. And when people are walking by, they don't know if it's their car or they don't know anything. They're just walking by, you know? So it's kind of like it's really easy for car break-ins to happen over there. So I always remind people, like, whenever you come to SF, like, be really, really freaking careful where you park because car break-ins are like a huge, huge freaking thing. So here, there's like another pier. I don't usually come to this one. The reason why I don't is because this one's a wooden pier. And if I have a skateboard, I can't like go down there and ride. It's like really bumpy. It's really, really old. So up above. Huh? Seen that. Okay, so we got some more. These are more. I don't know what we would call these areas. Hangout areas, waterfront areas, smoke areas. Oh, is this a water fountain? Does this work? Oh, it does work. And there's actually a toilet here. Oh, check this out. I love this one. No skateboarding. No skateboarding. We skateboard down here all the time. Well, I'm digging that truck over there. All right, so over here, this is where the Bay Area skate meetup happens on the weekends. It happens down there at the Exploratorium. The Exploratorium is another one of those San Francisco tourist attractions. On the weekends, it's usually pretty crowded, full of tourists. I like the other side. The other side's pretty, it's pretty cool. There's all sorts of little random things that they have to play with and look at. All right, outside the Exploratorium, they have these little domes. Like you sit in this one, and then you go and sit, and someone sits in that one, and you guys can talk and hear each other. I've actually tried it out, and it's freakishly weird because it sounds as if they're whispering in your ear, but they're not whispering in your ear because look how far away they are. Definitely not whispering in your ear. Now, if we continue walking down, I don't know if it's proper Embarcadero neighborhood, but we'll get to Alcatraz, and Alcatraz is it's a San Francisco favorite. If you guys didn't know, back in the day, there was a famous prison that was on an island. It was named Alcatraz, and this was one of the worst places to go if you were a prisoner back in the day, because you were out on this rock that they put a prison on top, and there's no escaping. There is no escaping. I believe like one person escaped or something like that, or I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm wrong with that, but it would just be very, very difficult to escape. And from what I would hear, this place was complete hell, and it's a place that you would not ever want to go. So I've actually went on the tour, and it wasn't my favorite tour because it's a prison tour. You know, I don't really like prison tours. History sometimes can be a little depressing. The things we used to do. Oh my gosh, the things we used to do. So now we are sort of wrapping up the Embarcadero neighborhood because now it's sort of mixes and changes from like Embarcadero to, I guess this is sort of North Beach / getting close to Fisherman's Wharf area. Well, I'm going to save those neighborhoods for other videos. I'll definitely make other videos for those different neighborhoods. But anyway, for now, Guys, I want to say thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this from me, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, yo.